Okay, so tell us about your character in the film.
I think well, he was a university professor when he was in the Punjab in India, and as a political exile, he still has that wonderful, benign urge to teach, to hand wisdom on, so that in the context of a driving instructor, in the context of a cab driver, he still has this wonderful ability to pass wisdom on in a very loving and benign way. So through that complete lack of arrogance and ego, he forges a great friendship with a very unlikely passenger and then student in his car, played wonderfully by Patricia.
It sounds like a very impressive role. So how did you prepare for your character?
Well, I must say that I do tend to work intuitively, and I try by osmosis to absorb what's there on the day. And what was there nearly every day for me was Harpreet Singh Tour, who was a Sikh advisor on the film, for whom I had an enormous respect. And every day he assisted me with a very difficult task of putting on a turban. And in that simple process, rather like learning to drive, putting on a turban, I learnt so much from him. So I was being taught while I was playing a teacher. Very interesting process. The unlikelihood of these two people meeting in, let's say, the normal social course of life would be pretty well impossible. Our leading lady plays a literary critic, a powerful woman living in New York. You can't get much more powerful as a female than that, living and working in New York. And I play a man from the Punjab, political exile, who was a university professor and is now a driving instructor and a cab driver. Very often find that's the case. If you look at the names and the numbers of your cab driver, you'll find, my goodness, there's a history there. But these two people do meet. They're brought together by the universe through a simple accident. A manuscript is left at the back of my cab, and that's how the friendship and the exchange of knowledge starts. It's very, I shouldn't be saying this, but it's very charming and very delightful film. I just said it. Well, you know, as well as her obvious charming manner, she's highly intelligent, and in front of the camera, between action and cut, she makes choices in microseconds that are thrilling to be with. Even in the confines of a car, a small car, so close to her, I can't see the acting. I can only see the character. And that's really exciting. I have a nephew in the film, played beautifully by Avinash, and Patricia's daughter in the film is played by Grace Gummer. And you do have a lovely parallel. They never meet, these two characters, but you do see the dynamic between my generation and my nephew's, Patricia's generation and her daughter's, played wonderfully by Grace Gummer. I think it's a universal story that is a film about chance encounter, really, and I think it has a very broad appeal. Taste and filmmaking will only change when there is a demand from the audience for change. They must lead the way.